There are at least 30 different group of worm-like creatures. The main group is annelids or segmented worms, also called true worms. An annelid worm has a body divided into a lot of similar ring-like sections called segments. There are 12,000 species of annelid worms, including familiar earthworms, lugworms, and ragworms on the seashore and leeches. Although these animals are amazingly numerous, we rarely see them because most worms live only in water or under the ground in damp, mud, sand, or soil. This is because worms absorb oxygen through their skin, moist skin. If the skin dries out, the worm dies. Worms are also soft, slow moving, and vulnerable, so they gain some protection from living in tubes and tunnels. Earthworms spend nearly all their lives underground, burrowing in the soil. They push aside some earth and swallow the rest. The earth passes through the worm's gut, and nutritious bits like pieces of dead leaves are digested. The remains pass out of the worm's rear end as fine grained droppings. These are left as curly worm casts on the surface. Millions of earthworms keep soil fertile. They break down and recycle plant and animal remains. Their burrows allow air and moisture into the soil for plant roots to use and help water to drain away. An earthworm has no obvious head. The front or mouth end is slightly more pointed than the rear end, and it has a simple detector that can distinguish between light and dark, but cannot form an image like proper eyes. One obvious feature of the earthworm is the part called a saddle or ciliate where several segments seem to be enlarged and fused together. When two worms meet to mate, they put their saddles next to each other. Each earthworm is an hermaphrodite. It has both male and female parts, so each passes sperm to the other to fertilize its egg. Each then forms a cocoon of eggs around the saddle. The cocoon slips off and is left in the soil, and baby worm hatch from it. Leeches are flattened type of worms. They have muscular bodies which can shorten or lengthen, and they sucker at each end. Some leeches prey on smaller worms, insect grubs, and similar creatures. Others are parasites, sucking the blood of fish and other animals, including people. The hungry leech clamps itself onto an animal as it passes, perhaps while coming to water to drink. It then rubs its way into the skin with three sets of tiny teeth and gorges itself, sucking in 5 times its own weight of the blood and fluids. The leech can survive for weeks without needing another meal.